This is the story of two young men who went to join the monastery on Mount Sirat in Spain to become a monk. And to become a monk, one has to endure lots of discipline and abide by the religious order. One of the fundamental requirements of this religious order is the young men must remain silent. Opportunities to speak are scheduled once every 2 years, at which they are allowed to speak only 2 words. These two men that had completed their first 2 years were called by the superiors to speak their first 2 words of their presentation. Terrible food, the first one said. Improved health, the second one said. After 2 years passed, the invitation was once again extended to these two young men, and this time the first one said, bed lumpy, and the second one said, peaceful sleep. And arriving at his superior's office 2 years later, the first one proclaimed, I quit, and the second one said, I stay. Looking at the first monk, the superior looked and said, it doesn't surprise me a bit. All you have done since you have arrived here is complain, complain, and complain. You are quite on the outside all these years, but inside there was a battle going on all this time. You could never adapt yourself to the new surroundings and to the new lifestyle and the people around you. And the second young man had quickly accepted himself and adopted to the new lifestyle, and was quite not only on the outside but also contented inside. The superior then went ahead and explained that most of us in our relationships fail because of the habit of complaining. They think that if these things change, then they'll be happy, or if this person changes, then they can be happy. But the fact is, the only person we can control to be happy is we ourselves. He said that many people in relationships, like the first monk, keep quiet on the outside to maintain harmony, but end up in suffocating their relationships. So, my dear viewers, what do you think could be the solution to this problem given by this monk? Yes, the only solution is change yourself. Change your have to into want to. Shift your attention from complaining to gratitude. Count your blessings and stop complaining. This is a wonderful message that the monk gave to his followers. And this is a message that we need to follow in our life to lead a happy life. The senior monk then recited a poem for his followers and told the first monk to always remind himself of the words of this poem whenever he felt like complaining. And this is how the poem goes. Forgive me when I whine. Today upon a bus I saw a lovely maid with golden hair. I envied her, she seemed so gay, and how I wished I was so fair. When suddenly she rose to leave, I saw her hobble down the aisle. She had one foot and wore a crutch, but as she passed, there was a smile upon her face. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I have 2 feet and the world is mine. And when I stopped to buy some sweets, the man who served me had such charm. He seemed to radiate good cheer. His manner was so kind and warm. I said, it's nice to deal with you. Such courtesy I seldom find. He turned and said, thank you, ma'am. And then I saw that he was blind. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I have 2 eyes and the world is mine. Then when walking down the street, I saw a child with eyes of blue. He stood and watched the others play. It seemed he knew not what to do. I stopped a moment and then I said, "Why don't you join the others, dear?" He looked ahead without a word, and then I knew that he could not hear. "Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I have 2 ears, and the world is mine." With feet to take me where I'd go, with eyes to see the sunset glow, with ears to hear what I would know, I am blessed indeed, and the world is mine. O God, forgive me when I whine. O God, forgive me when I whine.